Alright everybody, welcome back to the Bank Coin Battle. This is going to be episode 2, and today we're going to be going through Bank 2 and the brown box. We have 10 rolls of each type of coin here. If you have not seen episode 1, this is part of a series. We've gone to 5 different banks and got 10 rolls of each type of coin, and we're going through them to see which one has the most points and which bank will win. They each have their own color on the front here, and then we'll put the points down at the end. I think Blue Bank, which was in the first episode, had about 2.5 points, which is not that good. Here's how we score it. So let's just get straight into this box. We're going to be going through the pennies first, then the nickels, then the dimes, and the quarters. This box actually has an ender. Where is it? Right here. We have a wheat penny ender, so it's already as much wheat pennies as there was in the entire last box. The last one wasn't that good, but hopefully we can have better luck in this one. So let's get started on these pennies right here. I'll open up the first one live even. Alright, so starting off here, we do have that ender roll. As you can see, there's a wheat penny right there on the end. So we are for sure going to have at least one find in here, and we don't know what the year is yet, so let me crack this open with the screwdriver, and then we will look inside. Alright. Here's that ender. I'll flip it over in a second. But let's see if there's anything else in the roll first. And in pennies, we're just looking for wheat pennies, proofs, and Indian heads, of course. But Indian heads are pretty rare. Wheat pennies are worth a point. Proofs are worth I think it was 2 points, and then the Indian heads are worth 10. So no other wheat pennies in this one, but let's flip it over. And it's a 1956 Denver. So hopefully we have some more luck in these pennies. Oh, alright guys. We got another one right here. Let's see. It's a 52 Denver, it looks like. I don't know if that'll show up. Maybe I'll need to bring the camera down here. As you can see, a 52 Denver, and that's just one roll later. So that's awesome. That's another point. So we're already almost to the amount of points that box number 1 had. Alright, this is roll 3. Oh, we got another one just in roll 3, guys. Hold on, let's look for one more second. We got another one. That's 3 rolls in a row now. This one is a 1958. You can see it right there. 1958 wheat penny. So that's already more points than the blue bank. That's awesome. Let's keep going. Oh, alright guys, we got another one right there. Let me just see if there's any more quickly. This is roll 7, I believe. We got 3 rolls left after this one. And here's our 4th wheat penny. Right here, I've not seen the date yet. And if it'll focus. Oh, it's not focused on the camera, but let me bring the camera down. It's actually an S minted wheat penny. It's a 1952 S. Awesome, that one's not very common, I don't think. Especially not on the East Coast. We will totally take that, and that makes 4 points now, and we will keep going through these last 3 penny rolls and then move on to nickels. Oh, alright, this is actually the very next roll. I already see one popping out in the middle. Let me just check for any more real quick. Don't see. Oh wow, we actually have 2. Alright, I already saw one. I saw the one on the left, but we have 2 wheat pennies. The one on the left is a 56, and this one is a 51 Denver. Let me just put them down and then bring down the camera. Alright, we got a 56, pretty common year, and then a 51 Denver. I just realized I don't think we found anything before the 40s yet. So hopefully we have 2 rolls left. Maybe we can get another one. But that's awesome. That brings us up to 6 points now. Okay, we have another one. It's the very next roll. We have almost gotten 1 wheat penny for every roll. So this is looking like a great 10 rolls right here. Hopefully the nickels, dimes, and quarters follow suit and are also very good. But let's check out the date of this wheat penny. And it looks like a 53 Denver. Here, maybe it'll show in the camera this time. A 53 Denver wheat penny. Let's keep going. Got 1 roll left. Alright, well, I would say that is a very good bunch of pennies right there. The penny rolls did very good. We got 7, so that's already 7 points for bank number 2. And bank number 1 had 2.5 in the entire box. So now, hopefully these nickel rolls, if I can take them out of here. Yep, they're trying to fall out, but hopefully these nickel rolls are just as good. Possibly an old ender right there. Let's flip them over. And I don't see any enders, but yeah, hopefully we have maybe like a war nickel or buffalo nickel, or it's just some older Jeffersons. But I'll get started on this now, and hopefully we are lucky. Alright, so here's the first roll of nickels. We don't have any enders on these ones, but if they're anything like the pennies, they should have some finds in them, hopefully. Just open this one up. See what's in here. So in the nickels, we're looking for older Jeffersons, war nickels, which were made during World War II. You just scoot these over. And then buffalo nickels. And the war nickels are silver. And then before that, there was V nickels and shield nickels, but I've never found a shield nickel. Oh, look, we already got one. An older Jefferson. It will count as a point. It's a 1959 Denver. Sweet. It's not anything too rare, but it will be a point. So we'll keep this, and we will keep going. Oh, it looks like we got a foreign coin in this roll. Canadian nickel from 1999 right here. We'll take that. I think that's half a point. So it's more on the board for the brown box. Let's see if there's anything else in this roll. Oh, alright guys, we got another old find here. We just have 2 rolls of nickels left, and we just got a 1954. If you can see it, I'll just bring the camera down. A 1954 out of Denver, in pretty good condition too. Oh, guys. Okay, so I see something very good right now. This is a 1938, which I've rarely ever find any of. I mean, 1938 Philadelphia is very hard to find in itself, and if it has a mint mark, it's way more rare. And if it does have a mint mark, I don't know. I think it might be a semi-key date either way, but let's just flip it over. Let me bring the camera down. Well, first, I guess let's check if there's anything else in this roll. But yeah, we're on the last roll of nickels right now. We just pulled a 1938. And if it does have a mint mark, actually, no, I think in my nickel series I have the 1938S, which is the lowest minted one. But I don't have the Philadelphia or Denver. So let's bring the camera down on the last roll. Let's flip it over and see if there's a mint mark. There is. 1938 Denver. That's possibly a key date, which I'm pretty sure is 10 points. So that is awesome, guys. That's a lot of points for the brown box here. In 1938 Denver. Let me just check the mintage real quick. It's not even that bad of shape, too. Alright, so we got our Jefferson nickel album for our nickel series. And I decided that before I made this, that if we did find anything for the pennies or nickels that we needed, I just put it in my books because I found it coin roll hunting. So as you can see, the first year is 1938 for these. And let's see, we do have the 38S and we don't have the 38D. To see the 38S is 4.1 and we do have that one. So I don't know how we don't have the 38P, which is much more than those two, but we just got the 38D, and that is, I definitely say, a key date. I'd say it's like the top 5 lowest minted nickels or key dates. Of course, the 50 Denver is 2.6, and then I think the 51S is 7.8. So yeah, I'd say this is definitely a key date, and that's going to be 10 points. Pretty sure I put it on the bottom here. Semi key date is 5, key date is 10, yeah. So that is 10 points right there. 1938 Denver. And I guess I'll slot it at the end of the video, but it's a great find, and that's also on the last nickel roll. So now let's move on to the dimes, even though I don't usually find anything. Alright, so here's the first roll of dimes. Pretty much the only thing you're looking for in dimes is silver, which is anything before 1964. So let's open this up and just edge hunt. And by edge hunting, I mean looking at the edge of the dimes to see if any is solid, like a solid silver color, then that means that it is made of silver. And it's before 1964. And I don't think I see any. I see like a lot of weird beat up ones in here, but no solid silver edges. So we will keep looking through these dimes. I'll bring you in if I find something. Alright, like I predicted, no finds in the dimes. So our last hope for brown box, although it was pretty good with the pennies and nickels, is the quarters. So looks like we have a couple 2020 enders. Let's check on this side. Can't really see most of it. It's all custom wrapped rolls, so they could be good or bad, but let's get into it and see what we can find. Alright, so I'm going to go through the first one live. Let's just dump it out and edge hunt for a second. And doesn't look like we have any silver in this one, but we can also look for W quarters and proofs and stuff like that. So I'm going to look for some W's and stuff, and also errors. There's a lot of errors on the state quarters. Here we have something here. We got a quarter with a hole in it, a 1983. I don't think I'm going to keep it, but you could definitely make like a necklace out of that or something. We'll put it to the side, I guess. Then let's keep going. Don't usually find that many hold coins, but W quarters, if you didn't watch the last video when I was explaining them, they minted them in 2019 and 2020, and there's a lot of different designs. And they're from the West Point Mint. Like here's one of the designs. Let's see, and that was from Philadelphia. But anyways, it was a nice roll. Probably not going to keep this, but we will keep looking through these quarters. Alright, unfortunately, like bank number 1, the quarters and dimes did not give us any finds. It's much harder to find stuff with quarters and dimes rather than pennies and nickels. However, the brown bank that we did in this video got much more points than the blue bank. We got 19.5, and then the blue bank gave us 2.5. 10 of those points are due to this key date right here, the 1938 Denver, which I've never found before, and I've probably done like a lot of nickel boxes, probably, I don't know, probably not 100, but somewhere in between 10 and somewhere in between like 40 and 70 probably. Never found a 38 Denver, so we're going to slot that in our nickel book as a key date. See if I can put it in with one hand. Yep, there it is. So now we have 38 Denver and the 38S. I did not expect to find a key date. And now we have 3 more episodes of the bank coin battle. We have the yellow bank, green bank, and red bank over there. So if you voted for brown bank, you have a pretty good shot to win, but we don't know yet. So I'm going to go through the green bank next, and I will see you then.